The Halden Reach skies had been empty, no glint of scale, no echo of wings. The dragons had vanished after the Wars of Sundering. Retreating to deeper places, older skies, the people of the lowlands whispered of their extinction. But above it all, in a hidden peak rimmed by clouds, one dragon remained. His name was Syrith, and he was a sapphire, young by the measure of his kind, but still old enough to have seen the last riders fall. His wings were the color of frozen ocean depths. And when the light struck just right, his scales shimmered like cracked glass catching starlight. He flew alone. Syrith had no kin left. The elders had gone into the stone slumber. The young ones had scattered, and the skies no longer held challenge or song. His heart was restless, worn by silence. And worse than that, he felt the calling. It was not pain. Exactly. It was more like a hollowness where something should be, a knowing that he was incomplete. Dragons of old had spoken of the bond that rare, sacred joining with a mortal soul. It was not servitude, nor domination, but balance. Syrith resisted it, until he saw her. She stood on the cliffs below his roost, not in fear, but defiance. A girl of no more than 20 winters, dressed in travel-worn leather and holding a curved staff that bore the rune of ancient magic, long forbidden. Her name was Thalin, and her people called her mad. They said the dragons were gone, that the bond was dead. But she believed. She climbed the mountain for 13 days and nights. She bore blisters, bruises, and bitter wind. She sang to the peaks in the old tongue. And when she reached the summit and saw Syrith watching, her first words were not a plea. They were a challenge. "If you are truly the last," she said, "then do not die alone. Fly with me, or fall into shadow." For a long time, Syrith said nothing. His eyes, vast and ancient, studied her like a storm weighing a single stone. And then he roared. The wind split, the ground shook, and Thalin, impossibly, did not flinch. Something shifted in him then, like a lock turning, or a flame catching in dry timber. The bond was not yet formed. But the spark had caught.